Hi, my name's Niels. I work for Quint, and my personal goal in life is to get excellent IT services to as many users as possible. And DevOps is a fabulous way of doing that. But if you look around, everybody's calling DevOps or something else DevOps, and we need some common ground here. And the common ground we need to look for is getting the best possible IT services to our customers. And that's really what we all seem to be working towards. If you look at what the topics are at the DevOps Summit in San Francisco, it's bizarre. It's just amazing. How can we get some common ground here? It's amazing. So really, we need to step back a moment. We need to step back, and really all we're looking at are 5 core elements that we need to balance to make sure that we're getting our DevOps message out in the right kind of way, because our customers need to understand what we're talking about. First thing, most people talk about culture. You've seen it today. We've talked about culture. What is it? What are we trying to do? What are we trying to make happen? It's an approach that people have. The next approach is performance. You know, we're all looking to do things faster, with less errors. So that's a really noble thing to do, but we've got to make sure that we're pitching that in the right context. Obviously, everybody's talking about tooling. Anybody who was here yesterday, I mean, it was all about tooling. And it's really about making sure that we're putting the tooling into the right perspective. We're also talking about process, and process is this bizarre thing. I mean, what are we looking to do with process? We're trying to make sure that things happen in the right kind of way. Okay? And last but not least, we need to look at organization as well. And organization, a number of times it's been discussed, but kind of pushed aside, because this is not just an organizational thing. But the organizational change is, in fact, one of the things that we miss most. And it's quite scary for a lot of managers because they might need to go to their works council and things like that to get this sorted out. So the whole idea is that we need to look at these 5 areas together. We need to make sure that we're getting these things balanced, rather than just focusing just on tooling or just on organization or just on performance. Okay, what are we trying to achieve? Well, we're actually trying to break down a wall. And the wall we're trying to break down is the one between dev and ops. But in the process of doing that, we can actually destroy another wall. And that's the one between business and IT as a whole. And, you know, as IT, we've been trying to put together IT services for ages and ages, and we failed miserably because we've got all these silos, and each bit of IT is in its own silo. So really, what we're trying to do with DevOps is create truly service-oriented IT. That's what we're trying to deliver. We're trying to make sure that our customers get the best possible services that we can give them. Now, what's this made up of? Well, we need to make sure that we understand who the customer is. Okay? We need to understand what the technology is and what the service is that they're actually receiving from us. I mean, you may be working with a tool, but what's it helping us to achieve? And we need to get rid of a number of these really horrible governance structures. Things like the budget cycle. That stands in the way of DevOps. Project portfolio management. It all stands in the way of us getting our services out properly. And the most important thing is making sure that we're giving our teams the space to actually perform the way they need to perform. Okay? So really, what it's all about is creating space. And we need to make sure that we're understanding the space we're working in. Now, we have this thing called the DevOps integration model. What's in a name? But we try and balance the way we look at teams and help them to develop towards a new way of working in which they're really able to organize themselves simply, create flow, and make sure that there's simplicity even through extensive automation. Having said that, I'd like to challenge you to not just look at automation, not just look at a single aspect, but really to look at your services, where you are in the process of delivering services, and help you to create services for your customers that they really, really want. Okay? Now, get out there and DevOps.